Hey, it's Joe Amoia, founder and creator of GPSforlove.com. Got a little scenario for you. Let's say you're in a relationship with a guy and everything's going great, but you want to take it to that next level. You want that long-term commitment. You want that ring on that finger. You ultimately want to get married, have a family, have kids, whatever it may be for you. But for some reason, he's not stepping it up. He's just complacent. He's happy with things the way things are. What do? Do you give him an ultimatum, or just cut your losses and move on? Now, before I give you my response, what I'm going to say is that I'm a big believer that when you're with the right person from the beginning, you ultimately don't have to give them an ultimatum because you're just on the same path. When my wife and I first met, she never had to ask me, where are you? What do you want? And, you need to do this and commit. It's like, when I gave her a ring, she was actually surprised. We were dating about a year, and we had talked about our long-term goals, our long-term plans, and it was clear we were on the same path. And so she was surprised just because she wasn't expecting it then, but we never had to talk. We were just, from the beginning, it was clear the way we communicated, the way we showed up day in and day out, that we were on the same page and we ultimately wanted the same thing. So again, I'm a big believer, if you have to give an ultimatum, that's usually a sign that you're probably not in the right relationship. That being said, there's exceptions to every rule. So now you're in a situation where you want to take it to that next level and he's not there. Do you give him an ultimatum? Well, I'm not a big fan of ultimatums, because when you give someone an ultimatum, what you're basically saying is you need to do what I want you to do. And there's no power in that. There's no choice for the other person. So put yourself on the other side of that. Someone comes and says, you know what? You need to step up. You need to give me a ring. You need to commit, whatever it may be. What that person hears is that if I don't do what you want me to do, you're not going to be happy. It's nothing about me. How is that helping me? There's no choice in there. There's no me taking responsibility. There's nothing that I can do other than give you what you want. So if I can't give you what you want, you're not going to be happy. I'm going to be screwed. Doesn't really work too well. That being said, there's a much better way. And that's ultimately to give a person a choice. So in that same situation, same scenario, what you say is, hey, look, you know what? I understand that you're having some trepidation and that you don't want to commit for whatever your reasons are. But this is what I'm looking for. This is what I desire. And if you don't want the same things with that, I'm perfectly okay with that. But I need to move on. Okay. See, what happens now is that you're giving him a choice. You're basically saying, look, you don't have to commit. You don't have to take it to that next level. But if you don't, then I'm going to move on. Now he's got a choice. Now he can sit and decide and say, hey, you know what? What is it do I really want? Do I want to step up? Do I want to make that commitment? Maybe face my fears, my trepidation, whatever it may be? Or is it, you know what? I don't really want that. I was just hanging out because it was fun. I was getting my needs met. And I didn't really care about what you were looking for out of this relationship. It was more about me and my desires and my needs. The good news is, in either way, is you're going to get to the truth. You're going to figure out if this is the right person for you, because he's going to step up and give you what you want, or he's not. So either way, you win. Even though I know it may sound like you don't win, but in the long run, you do win, because you open yourself up to ultimately finding that guy who will commit and give you what you want. So now I'm going to turn the tables back on you. I want to know, have you ever been in a situation where you gave a guy an ultimatum? If so, did it work? And if it didn't, would you give a guy an ultimatum? What I want you to do now is to put your comments, questions, and feedback in the box below. This should be an interesting conversation. Have a great day. Much love.